Coming up in a few weeks, there will be a special inaugural event to pray for anyone who has been affected by cancer and also raise funds for local cancer support agencies. The Pink Mass and Survivors Celebration of Hope will be held in Springfield October 8th. Terry Hegarty now tells us of two cancer survivors whose strong Catholic faith made a difference in their struggle with recovery from the disease.
Cancer. The very word strikes fear into the hearts of most. It also prompts memories of loved ones lost, often long before their time. To many people of faith, however, it draws them closer to God. That was certainly the case with Deacon Mike Perkins and Nancy Engelbrecht. Both are local cancer survivors who relied on their faith to battle the disease.
Prayer is a really, really powerful thing, and love and hugs. And if you don't share your diagnosis, people don't know, and you miss out on all that. And it really helps you to heal.
I know that goes on. People, you get on prayer lines and things like that. But when you're actually going through it, and people are praying for you, and they tell you, it really helps.
Nancy and Deacon Mike plan to join what's expected to be hundreds of others as they offer prayers at what's being called the Pink Mass on October 8th at St. Michael's Cathedral in Springfield. The 4 p.m. Mass will be televised the next morning at 10 a.m. on WWLP TV 22 as part of the Chalice of Salvation ministry.
Faith is it calms you. It gives you peace because you just take those worries off your shoulders and just give everything to God.
Following the Mass, a Celebration of Hope fundraising dinner will be held at the Springfield Lodge of the Elks. The funds will go to 5 cancer support agencies and will be used locally. The events were organized by a local committee that hopes to make the Pink Mass an annual event. Nancy, a radiation therapist who has worked at the Sister Mary Caritas Cancer Center at Mercy Medical Center for 15 years, is a parishioner at Immaculate Heart of Mary Parish in Granby. She's married and has 2 daughters. She also raises golden retrievers, something that she believes indirectly saved her life. 3 months after her October 2005 mammogram at age 42 came back clean, she was bothered by one of her golden retrievers, a dog named Ben. Ben began placing his paw on Nancy's right breast. After about 6 weeks of this behavior, she put her hand where her dog had been directing her and felt a lump. A biopsy revealed the tumor that Ben apparently knew was there. Nancy says she was in shock upon being told that she had cancer.
It was really scary. It's like your breath is taken away. All of a sudden you think, oh my gosh, I can't believe this diagnosis. You're going from caregiver to patient.
She had a very aggressive form of breast cancer and was in surgery a little more than a week later, being treated at Mercy Medical Center. Nancy then underwent chemotherapy and, afterward, radiation treatment in the same department where she works.
I'm a better therapist because I know I've been in that radiation therapy room when the door was closed and the machine was turned on. It's a scary thing when they say, we're leaving you here now.
Nancy also knows, however, that not every person that she and her coworkers treats turns it around and recovers.
I pray a lot for the patients here. I see a lot of sad things. Most of the time it's a cure here, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes we're making somebody comfortable so that they can go home with their favorite blanket and they can listen to their favorite music and feel better in the time that they have left. And if I didn't have faith, knowing that they were going to a better place, that would be really hard for me to do.
As of last March, Nancy was in remission for 5 years. On display during the Pink Mass will be this statue of St. Peregrine, the patron saint of cancer patients. The Pink Mass is scheduled to take place right here in St. Michael's Cathedral on Saturday, October 8th at 4 p.m. Organizers say they expect hundreds to be in the pews, and Deacon Mike will assist on the altar. Deacon Mike's prostate cancer not only threatened his life, it threatened his road to becoming a deacon. He thought that he would have to delay his rigorous diaconate formation. However, he was ordained on schedule at St. Michael's Cathedral in 2009. Deacon Mike, a Springfield resident, serves as deacon at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Parish and at the church's Indian Orchard mission, St. Jude. He says that his struggle with cancer has made him a better deacon and a better person.
I could have been classified as unsympathetic to people's struggle when it comes to sicknesses and things like that, because I just didn't know. I just never knew what, how much of a struggle it is to go through something like this. And so if you want to put a positive spin on this, I think the good Lord wanted me to experience this so I could be more compassionate, better listener.
Deacon Mike is married and has 2 adult children. He retired last year from the Hampden County Correctional Center. His father and 2 of his 3 brothers have also had prostate cancer. So when his prostate-specific antigen test, otherwise known as a PSA, was done as part of a routine physical at age 48, and it came back clean, he insisted on a more thorough screening. His doctor then found what he said was an anomaly, but Deacon Mike knew it was cancer.
The C word, when they told me it was cancer, didn't faze me at all at that point. I felt pretty confident about, a full recovery and all that stuff. What happened to me though is not so much going into my operation as what happened to me after the operation, the recovery time, the whole, ego manhood thing. You felt like you were, a different person almost.
He says his faith helped him in the aftermath of his prostatectomy. Today, Deacon Mike is considered cancer-free. He says that men's egos often cause them to shy away from being screened. He encourages men to put that aside and get tested early, noting that if he hadn't had a more thorough exam, his result could have been drastically different.
These men and women who are scientists and doctors, that's their God-given talent. If we don't let them use their God-given talent to help us, then we're denying them their gift that was given to them by God.
Nancy's advice to women is for them to not rely just on mammograms. She encourages women to do regular breast self-exams. Sponsors and financial supporters are still being sought for the fundraising celebration. Tickets for the dinner are $20 each. Reporting for Reel to Reel, this is Terry Hegarty.